cockiness. Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Durant. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing...
Gashes them in the middle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them... down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ellington. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Dude, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The Gators offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking left. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Across the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Gators are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long... There he goes! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability?
Touchdown, Gator! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Oh, there's always football in the bad pitch. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on it.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They'll go with a direct snap. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Bunch formation for these receivers. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll try to pop the draw. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to the big tight end. Nobody around as he makes the catch. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Guys, let's chat about Florida. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Massey. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent time in the Wildcat just running it, you don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Coates. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going...
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And they can't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They'll go to the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Gators! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellington. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Part of the backfield, it's Morris. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going in halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Wall. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout call on the offense after the play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got a man. It's Montgomery. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's out past the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Gators have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere.
Turning it on! Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments that time.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. and the field goal unit is on the field. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Finds his man. It's Hart. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Finds his man down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down.
You
hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner will be brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Leaves it with the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3-and-out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They want that clock to run. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense.
There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another